So, how are you feeling tonight, Michelle?
Good, a little tired.
You're tired?
Okay.
Okay. Anything I should be aware of? Any injuries? Any requests for this flow tonight?
We could do some hip openers.
Okay, so I will make sure I combine some hip openers for you to release and unwind. We're going to start tonight's class in heart bench. I'm going to show you, we're going to place our blocks right here, and everyone is different, so we're going to find that spot that works for you. So you're going to lie your head all the way back, lie your head right on the block. Beautiful. Let's see where we're at. We're going to open up our arms to open our chest. You may take your legs straight. You may have goddess pose, touching the bottoms of your feet together, butterfly open to open up the hips even more. Relax the mind. Take a nice inhalation up the spine, and then on the exhale, open up your heart and chest even more. And I want you to just release and surrender into that pose, opening up our mind for our flow tonight. And something I would like to just talk about, it's the beginning of November. It's becoming that change of emotions and seasons, and everything is kind of fast forwarded. So that's why it's so important for us to be aware and turn inward to how we open our hearts, calm our minds, and aware of even our actions as far as the way we react to things, the way we react to things about how we even feel to them, whether it's a situation or directly to a person. So something I wanted to share with you is taking that pause before any reaction, even taking that pause before you wake up in the morning, and really being mindful of about that big, beautiful, juicy stretch, thinking of it for that first moment of your day where you get to just release, get out any tension, using your breath to take a nice deep inhale and having it flourish throughout your whole body and your mind, and just taking that moment of gratitude for the start of your day, and not forgetting the joy of what we're doing along with all our busy schedules. So even driving in your car with light holiday music on, or taking a shower and feeling the water run on your face, not running the water on your face and going, oh, I gotta do this to-do list and that. I want you to we need to open up our minds and awareness to every action that we do for ourselves matters, and it's gonna help with the tranquility of your day. So we even need to put playtime aside, which we forget about as adults. And that is so important for the mind. It's healthy for your central nervous system. So I want you to take a moment to just take that inhalation up your spine and a nice, beautiful exhale, and feel it flourish throughout your body. Think of yourself as a fresh, beautiful ocean or river, and just tune into having that beautiful water sent in and around your veins, in and around your muscles, to give you that flow for your practice tonight. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale, getting that ujjayi breath going, getting that deep, deep inhalation to relax, filling the belly. And we're gonna gently, just roll over to the side very mindfully, and you're gonna take your blocks away, and you're gonna place them just to the side. And I want you to just lay down as if you drew your spine flat, connected on the mat, and draw your knees into your body. Give yourself a nice hug. And just go ahead and now do a little, maybe half-inch side to side. Really feeling that beautiful straight spine, connecting each vertebrae in your mat. Beautiful. Now maybe taking your hands around your knees and really assisting the hips by doing a nice circular motion, really tucking in the belly button into the spine and just releasing it. So the circles match that with your breath, and open and assist your hips even more to welcome your flow for today. And then go the other way, circling the other way. Really drawing it in that Mula Bandha, locking in that root. And then we're going to bring our knees 90-degree angle. And you're gonna make sure they're perfectly aligned, and you're gonna draw your knees all the way to the right side. We're gonna have a nice little spinal twist to warm up the belly, wring out anything that we don't need for the start of our flow. Take a nice inhalation up the spine, and see if you want to take the opposite hand on the opposite knee to make that stretch a little deeper if you want to go there. Beautiful. Now ground down with the hands, and let's windshield wiper very slowly to the other side. Beautiful. Now take an inhalation up your spine, and then release and really squeeze and detox anything we don't need from our day. To the other side, and then come back to the middle. And you're going to touch the bottoms of your feet, and you're going to open up into your goddess pose, which is also known as the reclined cobbler's pose. We're going to open our hips even more. So since you requested some beautiful hip opening, we're really going to tend to that. Take a nice inhale, plant down your palms into the ground. Lift your bum up a little bit. So squeezing the bottoms of your feet to lift up your bum, and then gently release it down to feel a deeper opening. Place your hands right on the hip bones and feel that openness, that opening that you need. Take an inhalation up the spine. And then as if you have the oxygen from your hands, that energy, send it down into the hips. Now assist with your hands, with your knees, draw everything back in and give yourself another well-deserved, beautiful self-love massage here. And then go ahead and drop your left leg straight. And you're gonna reach around with your right arm, so the same arm in the same knee. You're gonna take an inhalation up the spine, and you're gonna bring it into, we're really gonna detox here. We're gonna bring it into the chest, but out to the side now for the one-sided hip opening. And this is so good for your digestive system. It gets everything nice and balanced for your next day. It also releases a lot of stress and helps you sleep amazing at night. Holding right there. And then go ahead and take your opposite hand on the knee, and we're gonna take a nice spinal twist to the other side. Try and get your shoulders facing forward on the mat. So just try your best. Sometimes it's hard to do, but we work towards that. It's a good visual. And then take that all the way back and straighten that right leg that we just had tucked in, and switch to the other leg. Good. Take a nice inhale. Wrap around with that same side arm into the leg that's bent, and we're gonna inhale up the spine, squeeze it in, and then out to the side and wring out anything we don't need. So these hips are getting everything that's stuck emotionally. Sometimes we have things stuck in it from years ago. Anytime we have any trauma, we hold it into our fascia muscles and our tissues, and we want to clear that out. We want to really wring that out and detox it. And then go ahead and take your opposite hand on the opposite knee, and we're going to come for a gentle spinal twist. This is a little deeper twist for your midsection than we did when we were aligned in our 90-degree angle. And just enjoy that free gift of this beautiful stretch. And then go ahead back. Straighten both legs now. Create one leg as if both your legs are glued together with really strong glue. So create one leg. Go ahead for that beautiful reach again, that one first time reach, like it's the first reach you ever took in your life. And really, even just lift up your pelvic floor. See what it's like to experiment intuitively with your scapular and rounding your back, even though you're flat and grounded on your mat. See what it's like to roll around your shoulder blades. Take a deep inhale, and then slowly exhale that out. And go ahead and tee out your arms at both sides now. This is something really, I call this the yummy move, and I call this a mind brainwave. I do it all the time. I used to get a lot of pinched nerves in my upper spine and my back, and now I don't. So we're gonna just inhale and place your hands up as if they're arrows to the sky, but ground and keep your elbows down on the floor. And you're gonna just open and close your hands a little bit. So making a fist and opening is good for if you have arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, osteoporosis. Very important to warm these joints up in this cold season. So now we're going to take an inhale, and we're going to bring down our palms all the way flat to the ground. And you're going to bring it all the way back, feeling that beautiful opening in your chest, your heart, and your shoulders, and bring it as far back as you can. Yes, let me get those blocks out of the way for you. Oh, you did that already. And then close your eyes, and what I like to do sometimes, I call this the mind wave massage. So you're going to go back and forth. This is so good for anxiety. I do this in the morning too sometimes. And just going back and forth. Sometimes I just have to do this for a minute before the family wakes up, or you look at your to-do list, or you think of anything. So this brain mind wave massage is just something that I do to kind of wash the blackboard clean and clear. So we're gonna take a nice inhale and exhale. And if you want to welcome a color that comes to your mind, I use that color as in the wave. Beautiful. And now bring your hands back down, and your right hand on your heart and your left on your belly. And just take a moment to take a deep inhale, welcoming what you need, all those positive words. And then exhale, releasing any stress you have. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll over very mindfully. You could do a little body rock and roll with your spine. Some don't really like to do that because it might hurt your spine. But if you want to do a few fun, playful rock and rolls to roll over to your cat-to-cow, that's wonderful. If you want to just get right into your cat-to-cow, that's fine. We're going to go and just spread our fingers out right here. Okay, and I want you to just intuitive movements, just sort of round your hips, sort of swirling around your hips, maybe wagging your tail. Just do what feels right. Go inward and do what feels right for you tonight. Really matching your inhale and exhale, looking over your right and your left. Maybe you want to just lift up your right leg and flex and point, feeling that energy down the back leg to warm up every part. Beautiful. Maybe coming back and taking one wide child's pose to really get those hips in there. And then sinking down with your forehead on the mat for one moment. Walking even out further with the right and the left arm, feeling the energy. Walking forward, lengthening and stretching out any stress you feel in your lower back. Take a beautiful inhale. And shoot whatever you don't need from your day. Deep, deep, deep layers into the earth. Connecting with the universe. And then let's go for our first beautiful down dog, very slowly coming into your downward facing dog. And you're gonna walk your dog with intent. So you're gonna really press through the right, press through the left, bending your knees if you need to, whatever you need to do to make your down dog feel energetically good for you tonight, feeling it throughout all the muscles that we need to ignite. And again, paying attention to that breath. And when you're ready, you're gonna walk forward to your mat with straight legs. So you're gonna walk very slowly with straight legs to the top of your mat. Yep, really feeling that pressure on the bottom of your feet connecting. And then you're gonna come to a nice little flat back for a moment. And then come back down and grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy, let your spine hang heavy. Release everything. Feel the blood rushing into your mind. Feel the tingles and the sensations. So beautiful to do this. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly, keeping a slight bend in your knees, you're going to grow up to your Urdhva Hastasana, your upward salute. You could use that space, that beautiful freedom space around you. Touch the fingertips, really reach for the sky. Slight back bend, but no crunching in the chin and the spine in the back. And bring your hands down very mindfully to your heart center. Release your shoulders down, don't shrug them up. And then gradually bring your hands at your sides. And I want you to squeeze in your kneecaps. Squeeze the thighs, the hamstring, and the quad. Squeeze your buttocks, tuck in your pelvic floor. Take your bottom of your feet and just sort of ground them in your mat like a bear, little bear claws. And then you're going to open your chest, shine it out in front of you. Feel as if someone gave you permission to just release everything in your shoulders. Make sure your chin is parallel to the floor, the crown of your head and the energy to the sky. And go and reach around again for that upward salute, bringing the arms all the way up in slow motion, like you're moving through honey. Kiss the fingertips and bring your hands back down to your heart center. Go ahead one more time before we forward fold. Bringing the arms, I like to do that before I forward fold. All the way up, touch the fingertips, and go and hinge at the hips, and just forward fold at the hips. And then holding, come into your flat back to prepare, gently pushing against the shins or on the ground. And then coming back up into your upward salute, using that wingspan, that energy, kissing the fingertips, and bringing your hands back down to your heart center. If you'd like to set an intent right here for the flow, go ahead and tune in. It's a longing, a promising, a mantra you could hold on to for your day or your week. Go ahead and do that right now. And then bring your hands down to your heart center. We're going to go one more time. Inhale, bringing your arms all the way up to the sky. Kiss the fingertips and forward fold. Gradually coming all the way down. Beautiful job, Michelle. You're doing wonderful. And then pressing against your shins, creating a flat back here. Beautiful. Coming back down and around and coming all the way up. Moving through that beautiful honey. Kissing the fingertips and bringing your hands back to your heart center. I'm going to go and add on to our sun salute. Be here. Bring your hands at your sides. I'm going to take an inhale, bring your arms all the way back up. And then you're going to hinge at the hips, forward fold. And you're going to step back with your right leg. And then you're going to lower down your knee gradually. Then we're going to go right into your plank. Bring your right leg back and draw your left leg back. Coming into your plank, creating that one leg. Make sure you're not rounding your spine. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. The eyes of your elbows are turned in. And then you're going to lower down, keeping the elbows close to your body, lowering down for your chaturanga. Coming very slowly down. You may drop your knees first. Chin, chest, lift, baby cobra, not too much crunching on the spine. Or you may lift up into an up dog if you'd like, pressing against the bottoms of your feet, and then coming all the way back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take 5 beautiful breaths right there. So inhale and exhale. Inhale again. You may use some noise, and when we exhale, let's just let it out through our lips. Let's really get the energy that we need. So inhale, and just let out a sigh. Whatever you need to do. It doesn't matter if we sound silly. That's what's beautiful. Inhale again. One more time, deep inhalation. And then you're gonna bring your left leg forward in between your hands. And you're going to bring your right to meet the left. You're going to prepare right here, flat back. And you're going to come to your upward salute. So gentle bend your knees if you need to. Bringing the arms all the way up. Coming back down to your heart center. Beautiful. Taking one moment for a meditative pause. Checking in and noticing how you feel now and before class. And let's go and drop the arms. Let's reach up. Inhale. Using that beautiful space. And then go and forward fold down all the way. Coming up to prepare. Beautiful. And stepping back with that left leg. Really energetically reaching. Bring the right leg back. Coming into that beautiful plank. Holding that plank. Make sure you're in that beautiful, you want to balance. You don't want to be in your down dog. Beautiful. And then you're going to lower down. Again, you could do knees, chest, and chin. So you choose your chaturanga. If you'd like it more advanced, you may go right into the chaturanga, where you just lower down without your knees and you come into your upward facing dog. Beautiful. Now you're in your downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale and now bring your right leg forward, meet between the hands. Take a moment and then bring the left to meet the right. Prepare. And then coming back all the way up for your upward salute. And bringing your hands back down to your heart center right here. Beautiful. Now we're going to stay in this position that we're at, and we're going to go right into a warrior flow. So we're going to come and we're going to step right into, actually I'm going to welcome everyone to face the mat. We're going to come forward right here. Okay, I want you to just kind of bring down your hips. Try and guide down your hips right here. I want you to open your legs as wide as you can. Choose a nice back bend here. Back bends give you some energy, so you could push on your lower spine here, or you could interlace your hands, opening your chest and your arms a little bit more. And we're going to come down with a flat back, shooting the crown and energy of your head facing forward as we very gently ease down, feeling that release in the back of our legs, letting the mind release, letting your hands just surrender underneath. Take a deep inhale here, and I like to do what's called this nice little primal movement flow right here. I like to go side to side. Let me see how everyone's do that. Let everything go, kind of just nice little washing away. It feels really nice and yummy and juicy on the legs and on the mind, and especially in the lower back. I have clients that come to me and they say this is a nice release for their spine. Beautiful. Now from this position, we're going to bring our hands on our hip creases, and we're going to squeeze our inner thighs together for balance as we rise back up, keeping that flat back. And we're going to transfer right into our warrior two here. So we're going to face our right foot, face our right foot to the wall right here. Turn your leg out. Don't go too far over with your knee. You're going to turn your thigh facing out and down, okay? And you're going to ground down. You want to feel as if there's about 3 to 4 feet here, and your heels are in alignment, okay? And you're energetically pushing down with your feet. You're anchoring down your feet. This leg is straight, but this foot is facing the wall over here, and this is facing this wall. And we're going to bring our arms out for our warrior two, and I'm going to guide you. Holding your warrior two with strength and conviction and pride. Look down your middle finger. Let's reset our arms by lifting up and down a few times to reset our shoulders, just to make sure they're nice and released. Beautiful. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to paint the sky, and you're going to reverse that warrior. So you're going to reverse. Beautiful. Straighten the arm with the straight leg. Looks beautiful. If you want to just turn a little bit under your armpit to look out and up. And then we're going to transfer into that side angle stretch. So you could take your elbow gently. You're not pressing down too hard, but you're laying it down upon your leg, and you're going to reach for your side. Reach for your side. Bring your arm up and over, and then just turning up a little bit under the armpit to get a deeper stretch in the side body. Good. Take a nice inhale right here, and let's go and reverse that again. Reverse your warrior. Painting the sky. Beautiful. And then coming back to that warrior two, you're going to straighten the leg now. We're going to go into our Trikonasana, triangle pose. And we're going to go out until the point that you can't go any further. Okay, you're sort of leaning into the hips. Then drop your head, and then wing your arms at the same time so they're both in alignment. You're not leaning on your shin right here. You're just pressing against, and you're glancing up at your hand. Almost, I don't want to say between two panes of glass. Doesn't sound appropriate for yoga, but like you're leaning against the wall and you're trusting yourself, and you're really just feeling that beautiful stretch in your body. So take a nice inhale here, and then gently go back into that warrior two. Bring your hands together into your heart center, and then assist your leg back to that wide angle forward fold. So I like to do what I call an in-betweener here. Now we're going to come into a nice little goddess pose right here. So your spine is straight, your pelvic floor is tucked in, and we're going to gently hold our hands on our knees, and we're going to inhale up the spine and inhale, and then we're going to turn over our left shoulder. So whichever side you want to choose. So inhale, and then pressing the thighs away. It feels really nice and yummy, pressing the thighs away from each other and looking over the shoulder. And hold right here. Just hold for 1 moment. You may try that one more time if you want to push yourself a little more in that stretch. You're really getting it all out of your system, or stay right there. So inhale up the spine, and we're going to gently go all the way to the other side. Feel what that is like as you're pressing away from your inner thighs and lifting that breath through with every vertebrae and around each bone in your spine. Good. And then come back to the middle. Bring your hands up. Keep your legs bent. I'm working you out tonight. And go ahead and try a different grab. So whatever you did in your back, if you interlaced your hands, try and gently go on your lower spine. If you did that, then interlace your hands. And go bring the flat back and the energy of your head, and just release one more time right here. in your wide down dog forward fold. Beautiful. And let your arms drop. Drop your arms to the ground underneath your eyesight. Your hands underneath your eyes. Beautiful. Now I want you to keep your feet pressed in and you're going to walk out as far as you can into a wide down dog forward fold. So you're going to walk with your hands. Yep, keep going until the point that feels really good in your lower spine. This is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that feels
This is so one of my favorites. And then you're going to take a nice inhale, and I like to tuck my chin in and say yes a couple times, getting all that mobility in the upper part of your spine. Really helps with your muscles in your back. And then I like to take another inhale and look under my left armpit as you're pressing away. And then inhale again and under the other side. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, walk in very slowly. Beautiful. Keep your hands on your hip creases now. Flat back and bring it back up, squeezing the inner thighs. Very nice. Now we're going to do our warrior series on the other side. So you're going to come into your warrior 2 on the other side. Grounding down in the feet. Beautiful. Just resetting the arms a bit right here. So up and down. Making sure your proper alignment. The heels are nice and connected energetically, even though they're not touching with that. I always fake, I don't know why, I visualize a guitar string all the time. And then you're gonna take and paint the sky and really go for that beautiful side reverse warrior on the other side, opening up the body and to balance out the areas that we need balancing out in. And then taking an inhale and going for that side angle stretch, gently releasing it onto your thigh and then up and over. Beautiful. Maybe you want to turn and look under the armpit a little bit more to get that angle, making sure your thigh is not shooting out. You're grounding and anchoring into the feet. And then let's go and paint the sky again for a nice flow here. Beautiful. And then coming back to that warrior 2, and we're going to transfer into our Trikonasana triangle pose. So straighten the leg, you're going to go out, keeping the hips grounded, but you're coming all the way up to a point of no return, dropping the head, and then wings spanning down. Yes, if you need a block to assist you, excellent, using the props that I'm available to you. And you're gonna look all the way under, beautiful. And then we're gonna gradually come back to that warrior 2. Take a beautiful inhale, bring your hands to your heart center, and then guide the leg back in. Beautiful. And now, just pigeon toe your feet in right here. And I like to do what I call Pee Wee Herman. I've been using that since I was in 7th grade. So I like to do counterbalance moves with my legs and my feet. And let's go and just take a little meditative pause. Just standing in the middle of your mat, just really feeling grounded, maybe 2 fist distance apart right here. How when we start our sun salute. And just go and reach up, a tiny slight back bend right here, kissing the fingertips. And just forward fold right here. I want you to just fold over. And I'm gonna give you a choice. You could either do yogi toe lock, you could step on your hands. This is so good also to get some reflexology and blood circulating in your hands. You can go for gorilla pose underneath the feet. You can go and give yourself a really big hug, like it's 10,000 people hugging you, and just rock that out. Really scrunching into that. So choose which one feels right for you tonight. Beautiful. And then we're going to come to the top of our mat. And we're going to do a nice little vinyasa flow in between. So we're going to raise our arms all the way up. And you're going to forward fold, hinge at the hips. And again, you could choose the vinyasa of choice. So flat back. And bring it all the way back into your plank. Hold your plank for one moment. Make sure you get the elbows drawing in, and you could lower knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga your way in your style. You're nice and warmed up for this now. Don't crunch too much on the spine. Back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and just lift up the right leg and just drape it over, since we're paying attention to our hips tonight, and just see what it's like to hold it draped over. Just enjoying that release, that freedom in the air. And then you're gonna bring your leg back down very slowly. And then we're gonna lift the other leg all the way up and drape the leg over and just feel that freedom on the other side. Beautiful. I'm gonna bring that back. And you're gonna do a little down dog squat a few times. You might feel some cracks, a little squat right there. Yep. And then straighten. And before we go into our easy seated, relaxing poses on the mat, you may take one more vinyasa. You don't have to. We'll meet in child's pose. Beautiful job. And we're going to just lower and bring your arms around to the back of you and just let your arms hang. Just feel that feeling of the blood rushing from your shoulders into your arms, and just as if you're just letting go. And just do a nice little mind side to side, half inch or an inch on your mat. Really, really taking advantage of releasing every opportunity we get, using our breath. So taking an inhale and releasing the mind. Beautiful. Now we're going to come onto our bellies. I'm just going to add this little one in there because I love how grounding this feels, especially for this time. And I just love just hugging the earth, just kind of really reaching through your right and your left, and open your legs a little to reset the hips. Just rock them side to side a little bit, open them a little wider than your mat, and just turn your cheek to one side and just feel what it's like to just connect. Take a deep inhale up your spine and press your belly, your chest, your heart into the earth to release anything that's not serving you. And maybe we want to go and do a little grabbing the ankles. This feels really good in your thighs. Oh, yeah, it's right there, I know it. So we're going to go into our bow pose. We're going to grab our ankles.
Yeah, bow.
It's a bow pose. Since it's the holidays, we have some bows that's cheesy. So we're going to lift up. Make sure you're not jutting your thighs out to the side. And we're going to really just reach up and just feel. You don't want to crunch too much. Just feel what feels right for you tonight. Feel that beautiful opening in the outside and the inner parts of your arm, your chest. And then just go and release and turn your cheek to the other side. Make sure that you just completely surrender right here. Again, shift your hips gently side to side. And let everything go. Try and get your arms in a nice, beautiful T. And really hug the parts behind you. Gorgeous. And now take your elbows really close to your sides to lift your body up. Coming into one more cat to cow here before we fully release. And just mindfully draw your belly button into your spine, really round. This beautiful flexion extension is so healthy for your spine. Take an inhale and then release. Exhale, drop the belly down, look at the sky. And do that one more time. Really bring that belly in like a nice, beautiful, I don't like to say corset because those seem like torture, but this is yoga. So, and we're gonna just release the belly. And then we're gonna come into a nice staff pose right here. Okay, and even though this looks like a really simple pose, it could be the hardest pose. So I like to see where my reach is at every day. It's a little experiment I get for myself. And you're just gonna really lock in your legs. See if you could just bring your legs up from the ground. See if you could, just see what you could do.
No.
And then see our natural reach. I like to wiggle my fingers forward a little bit. And then take an inhale, and I like to just drop down like you're peeling a beautiful sticker on a brand new car. You don't want to wrinkle it. And you're just gonna come down one vertebrae at a time. Go for that beautiful reach that we had in the beginning of class. And feel your back muscles. I like to do that little circle again, have it more open. Take a deep inhale right here. Open those arms out again into a T. And we're gonna bring our right leg in. I'm gonna cross the right leg over the left. Okay, so now you're just gonna listen to my words. So cross the right leg over the left. That's it's a different style of doing a pigeon.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to do the other pigeon too before we completely have Shavasana and our corpse pose. So we're going to you'll feel the outer hip ignited. Just rock side to side very gently, a little half inch there. And go ahead and take the opposite hand on the opposite ankle. And you're going to go and just go for that one last beautiful spinal twist. Reach that space on the other side. Really reach and use it. And take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring your opposite hand and the ankle in a little bit more if you can for a deeper stretch right here. We're going to get everything out that we don't need. That's all stuck in there. And just go and close your eyes. Feel the tingles, welcome the sensations. Oh yeah, feels so good. So lucky we could do this. It's my favorite. And then we're gonna come back into hugging the knees to switch to the other side and go and reverse that. So go and reverse to the other side, take a deep inhale. And when you're ready, you're gonna take your opposite hand on the opposite ankle and you're gonna come all the way to the side. Beautiful. Really reach and use that space around you to the other side that your legs aren't bent on. And when you're ready, just gently squeeze in. So inhale, and on the exhale, squeeze in that ankle into even more. And you're gonna feel it right in that outside part of the hip there. Close the eyes, release the mind. Every time we do this, we're just letting everything go. We're peeling away all these layers of stuckness. Beautiful. And now we're gonna come back into the middle. You're gonna come back to that beautiful reach again. I think that with all this reaching, I think I grew like another inch taller in my 40s. And then you're gonna take your legs really close to your bum. I'm gonna go for a nice little hip thrust here, a reverse boat. And you're just gonna ground down in your hands right here, and you're just gonna lift up, squeeze your quads, make sure that your knees are not jutting out. And I want you to just really feel that ignition right in the front part of your thigh. It's really activating and lengthening your muscles, all those three main muscles in the top part of your thigh. Bringing the palms down, and you're just gonna gently roll down one vertebrae at a time, taking your time, tucking up the pelvic floor, and releasing from the hips. If you're gonna do that on your own, 2 more times. So when you're ready, you may also go into a wheel if that's in your practice, but you have to make sure your arms and elbows are really close to your ears, or you could, if this is feeling really relaxing and comfortable for you, stick with this and do 2 more. So inhale, making sure your knees are forward, and then coming down one vertebrae at a time, taking another inhale and going for your last bridge pose. It's the bridge pose. And then coming down one vertebrae at a time. And then let's go and just see where our happy baby is at. You can grab yogi toes under your feet. You could go into your happy baby and straighten your legs and then bend them and really get the lower part of your spine into the mat before we go and do our shavasana. So bringing that all the way in, taking an inhale, feeling that lower part of the spine, maybe going to side, a nice well-deserved massage here. This is such an amazing pose as well. I love to do this in the morning and at night. And when you're ready, you're gonna go and just relax into your shavasana. And I want you to just fully let go. Feel all your muscles just giving permission to relax. So everything that you just did for yourself and igniting your neurons and your cells and your fibroids are gonna be completely relaxed for a good night's sleep, matching the mind. So go and take this inhale, maybe start at the root, the base of your spine, and just take that breath in and around, coating each vertebrae all the way up to the top of your head, and then exhale all the way down. If I have your permission to give you oil, I'm gonna come and give you a little bit of serenity. If not, place your hand on your right belly, and I won't. And I want you to listen to my words as we fully relax into your shavasana. And I want you to go and swirl around a color, the first color that comes to your mind at the top of your head. Whatever color comes to your mind is usually the one you need for your day. And I want you to just start pouring that over your mind, over each ripple in your brain. Take an inhale. And just relax. I want you to now trickle it down and around each muscle in your face, relaxing your jaw, let your tongue fall asleep. Let your shoulders have permission to have every single weight off of them. Feel the relaxation running down your right arm, your right elbow, your right thumb. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Top of your hand, palm of your hand. Take another deep inhale and bring this beautiful wave of healing color down your other arm, through and around your elbow, down into your left thumb. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. top of the hand, palm of the hand. Take another deep inhale and swirl this energy color around your heart, around, calming down your nervous system fully, around your digestive system, in and around your hips, melting any tension, anything tense, fully in and around all the bones, your bone sockets in your hips, down your right thigh, the three main muscles of your right thigh, into the kneecap, through the calf, swirling around each toe, your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, top of the foot, bottom of the foot. Taking another deep inhale, swirling it around the three main muscles on your left thigh, around those kneecaps, really gelling and protecting and strengthening the kneecaps, down the calf, down the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, top of the foot and the bottom of the foot. Your whole body is fully relaxed in this beautiful healing liquid that you're going to carry with you for your night and throughout your day. And remembering what it is like to always have this pleasure of being able to come back here and to ease your own mind, your own nervous system, and your being that person that you need to be for yourself is a gift. You don't need to look elsewhere to have this feeling. It's right within us. Taking one last deep inhale, and then exhale that out. Okay. And when you're ready, keeping this blissful, calm state of mind, you're going to wiggle your toes and your fingers, and you're going to roll all the way to the right side, taking your time, don't rush, and you're going to keep your eyes closed and come and join me back into that easy seated position, keeping your spine straight, the proper energy flow, and getting the breath to move throughout our nadi channels. And taking a nice inhale, bring your arms at your sides. We're going to reach one last time as if we're in this beautiful calm water, raising our hands to the sky and bringing your hands down to your heart center. And it was a pleasure to have been in your presence tonight to make you feel more calm. What's lightened me is lightened you. Namaste.
Namaste.